Hey everybody, this is TJR. I want to take a moment just to discuss David Crosby's recent tweets regarding Eddie Van Halen. Now, in case you were unaware, not too long after his passing, someone on Twitter asked David Crosby what he thought of Eddie Van Halen. I'm just going to read from the tweet here. I know you're not into metal, David, but what's your opinion on Eddie Van Halen? David Crosby's response was just one word. It was meh. Now, naturally, of course, this generated some very angry responses, and these angry responses are not undeserved. Tracy Guns and Dee Snider both had some very, shall I say, colorful responses. Once again, not undeserved. Alex Skolnick, hopefully I've said his name right, of Testament, was a bit more diplomatic. He wrote, I appreciate at the David Crosby too much for this to get in the way, but a much better answer would have been, I know he meant a lot to so many, but his sound and style just weren't my thing. And this is what I would say if there was somebody that, passed away, a musician or artist whose music I was not personally into. This is the kind of thing I would probably say. It's honest, but respectful. The next day, David Crosby tried to clarify his comments a little bit, and he wrote, Hendrix changed the world of guitar. Nobody else really. Look, I get it. Many of you love Van Halen, and the one time I met, he was nice, and he was talented. Meh to me means I don't care that much, and I don't. Doesn't mean he wasn't good. He was, but not for me. Not sure how much this really helped him, especially with that opening statement, Hendrix changed the world of guitar, nobody else really. I mean, yeah, Hendrix did change the world of guitar, but so did Eddie Van Halen. In fact, there were a couple others after Eddie Van Halen who helped change guitar as well, and maybe I'll talk about them at another time. But oddly enough, I didn't feel really angry or offended by David Crosby's comments. Mostly, I found myself perplexed by them. I kept asking myself, did he know? Did he know that Eddie Van Halen had passed away when he made these statements? So finally, today on the 13th, he tweeted again, and he wrote, Yes, you Van Halen fans, I did just toss off an answer that was not cool. The even more embarrassing truth is, I didn't even remember he had just died, or I would have kept my mouth shut. I do make mistakes, no offense intended. Now, you might be saying to yourself, how could you forget this? And you might respond, well, Eddie Van Halen wasn't artistically important to David Crosby. Maybe that's true, maybe it isn't, who knows? But I will say this. I've read a lot about Eddie Van Halen. I've read a lot of interviews with him. I've watched a lot of interviews with him. And I can't say that I know him just from reading about him and reading interviews, but from what I have read, it seems to me like he was, for the most part, a pretty cool guy. And yeah, I have read some accountings that said he wasn't a very cool guy. But you know what? Everybody is an a-hole once in a while. All of us, myself included. We're all a-holes from time to time. But I'd like to think that if Eddie could respond to this, I'd like to think that he'd probably say something like, cut the guy some slack. He's almost 80. He's got serious health issues. He's probably taking all kinds of different medications that can screw with your head, screw with your filters, and affect what you say. I'm not trying to make excuses for him. I'm not saying what he said was right. What he said was extremely careless at best. But cut him some slack. We're all a-holes from time to time. This is TJR. Those are my thoughts. Let me know what you think. Everybody, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all stay safe and healthy. Bye-bye.